is smoking. My engine's off. Is this supposed to be happening? I don't think it's supposed to be happening because I heard like a pop, and now when I touch the gas, it just squeals at me angrily. Like, I felt stuff still leaving the exhaust pipe, but it seems not very happy right now.
Hey everybody, Scott Medlock here. It's been a while since we put a video out, but I figured I'd show you a video. That's my boy Wesley. He might be helping us out today, not sure. We're at the first part of April, around the 11th, and it's about, I don't know, 50 some degrees out. Not beautifully warm, but not beautifully, well, just not beautifully warm. It would be nice if it was a little warmer. There's a little boy down there. So anyhow, the agenda today is going to be putting an axle in this here truck. So this is one of our trucks. You've seen it on the channel before. We've done stuff, different stuff to it. We worked on the intake and hit this, that, and the other. Well, it was coming back from Springfield. My daughter was driving it, and the rear axle had went dry, and I think all the bearings are burned up in it. So we're just gonna work towards getting that axle replaced. So this is a replacement axle that we're going to use right here. In the back up, you can see it, and the boy Wesley is showing you the axle. So we bought a used axle. It's going to need a few things to get it right before we put it in. So we're going to work on, first of all, we're just going to tear it apart. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to take these brake calipers off. So we'll squeeze them, get a little fluid out of them, and then get some wrenches out and take this stuff apart. Maybe a little further.
Turn forward.
Yeah, we got some movement on there. That's good. Okay. Let's go do the other side. Alright, so we're just going to compress the piston that's inside of there. That should be good enough to get this thing loose. Okay, go ahead and push pause.
Yeah. Action.
Alright, so I'm going to take the calipers off, and then I'll take the caliper frame off. So we're get these loose. Maybe, if they're not stripped out, we'll get them out of there. Oh, it looks like I got a nut that's moving there. See if that's a 15 or not. It's not, of course. So maybe it's a...
The nut that is moving.
Yeah, I gotta get something on there. Okay.
No, so this is...
Just pause.
So I pause. Action!
Okay, so we got a 17 millimeter that holds the nut in place. And this is a 1/2 inch, probably should be a 13 on this, but we'll just do what we gotta do here to get her apart. So there's that part. Now let's work on the bottom.
Oh boy.
May have to give her a little clump here. I can hold on to it.
I'm just gonna back up.
Okay.
Alright.
Got that one loose. Same thing. We're going to take that off of there. And we take the brake calipers off. You can see it's been sitting for a while, but it's okay. The old brake shoes can come off.
Let me get a view. I think this is good.
The old brake shoe off. Yeah, it's not horrible. Take the other one off.
That's good.
And it's getting pretty worn. It was down to the rub squealer thing. So now I gotta get the right wrench for this, and we'll be right back. Alright, so now we're gonna take these off.
That's loud.
Those off. Now that's got that apart. And the next thing we're going to take off the disc. Pause.
Alright.
Okay, so you can see here that the dust cover is pretty much falling apart, and that the emergency brake here is pretty much, well, not even an emergency brake anymore. So that's the latest inspection after removing that disc. Hey everybody, Scott Medlock here. Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we've got our new garage space here. It's 10 by 10. It's going to keep me out of the sun for this afternoon. We've been waiting on parts for this axle build, and we have axles and building parts and such things. And so let's get over here and I'll show you what I got. Alright, down here I've got a soda can to keep me motivated. I bought 2 of these here parking brake cables. Hard to find for this little GMC Sonoma. Down here I've got 4 brand new U-bolts. I got a new dust cover, 1 for each side. New set of shocks. A brand new parking brake shoes. Over here I've got the other dust cover. All kinds of little parts and pieces that's going to go into it. And then I've got the axle seals and a pinion seal, which may or may not be the right one. But we're going to find out. And so I was pretty excited to see the Amazon guy today. Alright, so now we're going to get that axle up in the leaf springs. Watch me go. I'll go to the other side. Drag her up in there. Well, this is what we get when you work in an outside shop. Got my fan still going. I am making some progress here. I got the new back plate on. I got the new parts in here for the brake, parking brake, and the new clip on for the brakes here. Looks like the sun's coming out now. I'm only going to get a little water in the shop here. It's fine. You know, it's all fine, right? Doesn't really matter. Only a little bit of water in the work area. I did get this side kind of sort of put together already. You can see I got the brake, the drum parking brake on there. I got the new axle seal on there. So this side's about ready to button up and put the axle in it. I just got to get the other side going. The way it looks, there might be a rainbow somewhere, something you can't see in a shop, but let's look over there. Nope, no rainbows. Oh, there she is. Hello. Alright, so this here is the dry side of the shop. And then over here, see the other side's nice and wet. Anyhow, we're going to start the assembly on this part. I got to put my new seal in here, and we'll do that part of it. And just like that, I got a couple of whacks on there. Now it's in pretty good shape. I'll get a little gear oil and squeeze up in there before I put the axle in. Kind of help them bearings out, and then go to the next thing here. The next thing I got is backing plates got to go on. A couple of 4 bolts here, if I can get them loose. Alright, so we're put some bolts in. Reach around back, put the nuts on. Oh, well, I guess that wasn't so good, huh? Here we go. Still working on this here. Alright. I'll get a wrench on the back. Put a forward action. Lose my wrench out of my hand. Lose the wrench out of my hand again. Hi, buddy. Alright, hold on a minute. I'm going to shut you off a minute. Alright, well, it's kind of hard to do all that with you holding you guys, but there's what it looks like when she's back together. Alright, well, had to take a little break here, ate some dinner, and the rain has stopped and it's cooled down a little bit. So I think we'll get back on this thing. Show you down here. I did get that brake brake shoes for the parking brake on, backing plates on. You can see back here, I've still got to put the U-bolts in, and then I'll have to crawl underneath there, take that diff cover off, pull the pin, excuse me, pull the pin so I can slide the axles back in, put the C-clamps in, put that all back together. And then once I get done with that, then I'll slide get ready to maybe put tires on this thing. So, see what we can get done here. Well, I got the old light on there, so you can see it's starting to get dark outside. So, wow, that little light's kind of bright there. It's getting kind of dark. You can kind of see the moon's out. And I'm going to show you, I did get the U-bolts in on the passenger side. So we'll sneak around over here and have a peek at that. And I'll go to the other side and work. There's the U-bolts in there, 86 foot-pounds. And I'll go do the other side and get that side on, and probably call it. And I'll probably call it a night because running out of light. So hold tight. All right, so we got both U-bolts on both sides, 4 nuts, all of them torqued down to 86 foot-pounds. This is what it says. I think it's going to be a night. Alright, so it's the next day. You can see we got plenty of sunshine out here. So, gonna have a good day today. We're gonna try to get this truck put back together and hopefully drive it. So let me show you again what I got last night. Well, that's the mess I left out here. I just left it. I figured, you know, if somebody wanted to make me lighter of a bunch of stuff, I guess that would be the way that goes. So, anyhow, I got that on there. That's all down there. Got that seal on. Still don't think this is the right seal for the pinion, but I'll give it a whirl. Worst case scenario, I'll go buy another one. Got this side ready to go. So now I just need to climb underneath there, pull the diff cover off, and then pull the pin so I can slide the axles back in, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so we're going to slide. I got my sleek clips cleaned up here. We're going to slide the axle in. I like to put a little 90 weight in there before I get started to make sure these, well, it's the kind of day it's going to be. Put the 90 weight in there, Get these bearings kind of started, lubed up, since it's been a while. Nope. A little bit on the bearing there on the thing. And we're going to shove the axle in there. We gotta find a place to set you. All we're doing this here. Hopefully. Right in there. And just like that, get that one in there. And just like that, slide the other side in the same way. And you can see in there, oh, there it goes. I can slide my C-clips in, and then pull them back out and put the pin back in. So, see if I can do that. Alright, so I got the C-clips in there. You can kind of see them back there. And then I got the bar back in. And this is the 8mm bolt that goes through the pin. And got that back in there. One thing to watch is on this side, when I was turning the diff, this bottom spider gear fell out. It took about 10 minutes to get that back lined up and back in there. And then the shim that goes on top of here, there's a little metal disc to keep it from wearing against the carrier. Well, that come out too, so just take your time with it. You'll get it back together. Just don't get frustrated with it. So we're back together back here. Now I've got to get this cleaned up, get the differential cover cleaned up, find some RTV, and pop the plate back on there, and that part's done. Alright, so I sanded off the plate here, surface area, got it good and clean, put a little bit of ultra blue gasket sealer on there. Now I'm going to put the differential cover on in the gasket and pray that it seals, because I never have luck with gaskets. So if you see what I'm doing wrong here, or if I'm doing something wrong, let me know in the comments. Thanks. Just like that, we got her buttoned up, so that's pretty good. Now I need to swing around the other side, put the pinion seal in, get the yoke smashed on there, and we're good. Alright, so the light's kind of washing it out, but I've got to replace the pinion seal, and then I'm going to take the yoke off the old one that I know goes to this drive shaft right there. That way I know it'll mount back up. And so I'm going to see if I can get that seal in here. Alright, so that went in easier than I expected. Set in there nice and tight all the way around. There's no gaps or anything. Now I'll get the yoke in there, but I gotta get some sealer to put on here, because sometimes that oil will come out, the differential fluid will come out right there. Alright, I put some sealer on there behind that washer, around that thing, and now we're just gonna drill her home. Except for I gotta get a hold of that thing. Hold on a second. Alright, so we got her hammered home there. Looks like things are working the way they're supposed to be. So that's a good day. Now see if I can get this drive shaft up here. Alrighty, so I got the drive shaft took up, the new seal's in, and I just tried to take the drain plug out, and well, it's stuck. So I'm gonna try this coil out. I never tried it before. Not sponsored, just somebody said, hey, this is good stuff, so I grabbed a hold of it. Squirt some on there. Let me know in the comments what you think. Alright, been over an hour, so the RTV should be set up. So we're going to squeeze off as much of this in there as we can. I got another one if I need it. Just giving her a little squeeze back here. It's about as fun as watching paint dry probably, I guess, but I'm gonna get her in there. We'll fill this back up and we'll get some more going. Okay, so on the other axle, when I took it apart, because I didn't want to take all the brake lines apart, I just cut these here and here so they would just slide up out of there. And the C-clip will hold them just fine, so I'm going to go ahead and do that to both sides here. Alright, so I got that cut out on both sides, and now we can start putting the brakes together. Alright, we're making progress. Got the caliper built, got the thing on, the brake, the parking brakes adjusted. Just got a little drag, not too much, and got the brake line on, clip on, so now we'll go do the other side. Alright, so while I had to be back under here anyways, went ahead and put the new shocks on. Screen's kind of dirty, looks like, but then I gotta back this screw out again, this bolt, and put this here back on there. I missed that when I was assembling, so we'll just go ahead and put it back together. Well, it's about 7 o'clock on Thursday evening, July the 3rd. And, oh, there I am. We finally got the GMC Sonoma thing back together. She's got everything, including new e-brake cables. You can see down there. Tires are on, torqued to 100 foot-pounds. Every bolt I've touched has been torqued. So let's see if it'll start and run. Hopefully the battery ain't dead, it sits so long. Let's see what we got here. Kick this metal out of the way so I ain't gotta drive over it. Alright, that sits so long. How much dust is on that dude? Crazy. Wesley, I'm getting ready to leave, buddy. You stay inside.